Hey, what's up, y'all? What is my password? Yeah, there we go. What's going on, everybody? This is A.J., and I'm coming to you with another live video like I promised. And today is Tuesday, so you know that means it's Transparent Tuesday. So let's get transparent. Um, just turn down the music a little bit. Y'all know I have my 70s R&B on while I'm doing computer work again. Always doing computer work. That's crazy. Um, got my water. Um, yeah, so Transparent Tuesday. Transparent Tuesday. Um, yeah, so this past Sunday, April 14th, was my daughter's 20th birthday. So I now no longer have a teenager. I have a 20-year-old. And it's bittersweet, you know? I know how to be the parent of a child. So now I am learning, along with my daughter, how to be a parent of an adult. So, ah, um, and yes, she is my biological daughter. Um, she is my biological child. I had her, of course, pre-transition in my 30s. I didn't transition until I was 50 years old, 50. I had her when I was 33, I want to say, 33. Most people are like, wow, that's late. No, not for me, it wasn't. Um, I knew I wanted to have children. I just didn't want to have them in my 20s because the 20s were for me. That was the time for me to discover life, to do things, to go places, to be out and hang out with people. And then once I hit like 29, I was like, yeah, that's over. That's done. It's time to start thinking about what I want for my future. And I knew my future included a child. Um, I remember initially wanting twins. Oh my God. One child was enough. It was hard raising the one I had. Shout out to those who have twins. Woo! A lot of work. Shout out. Shout out to you. That's a lot of work. But um, she's my biological daughter. I am a trans man, and my daughter is a trans woman. So, and she has given me permission to talk about her identity. She is trans. She came out as trans in the 8th grade, I believe. So, what was that, about, I guess, 13, maybe? But I knew since a little kid, since she was a little kid, that she was queer. Um, just like I knew at the age of 9 that I was queer. I knew a little, maybe about 5 or 6, that my daughter was queer. I just needed her to articulate that to me. And she did. She told me she was trans. First, she came out as trans, and then a few months later, she came out as bi, and then she's like, no, I am trans. And we just took it from there. But I transitioned medically first. Uh, she transitioned a year after I did, medically. She transitioned medically after me, a year after me. So I transitioned in September 2021. And she medically transitioned September 2022. So yes, I'm a trans dad of a trans daughter, and my wife is so proud of both of us. She loves us both emphatically, and we love her the same. So yeah, we celebrated our daughter's 20th birthday. Uh, we have a 20-year-old. That's crazy. Celebrated her 20th birthday on Sunday. So my wife had the amazing idea to take our daughter to a spa day at Bathhouse. So we did that, and it was absolutely amazing. I'll put up the video that I made talking about it, but it was amazing. Bathhouse is like communal pools, so they have like 6 different pools, and you can sit in these pools and just talk to people. There's no swimming or anything. It's just relaxation. They have saunas, they have steam rooms, they have some other treatments that you can pay additional prices for, like different types of massages and things like that. But we went, we got the day pass. We went there. It was just so peaceful, so relaxing, beautifully. That place is beautifully done. It is amazing. So the pools. Let me tell you about these pools, y'all. So there were 6 pools. I only saw 5, and then I realized I looked on the website yesterday and realized we didn't go into one of the spaces where the last pool was. So they have 2 hot pools, and those pools are 104 degrees, right? Then they have a neutral pool, and that is 94 degrees. And then they have 2 cold pools. One is 54 degrees, and one is 32 degrees. And then the last one is the salt pool. That's the one that we thought we got in, but we didn't. Um, that one is 94 degrees as well. Yo, when I tell you those pools, so we started off in the hot pool, the 104-degree pool, and it felt so good. We got in that water. Oh my God. It felt so good, so refreshing, so relaxing. There were a couple of people on the other end of the pool. They were kind of like nodding off, going to see, because that's what it does. It just relaxes you. The lighting is nice and low. You know, you hear conversations every now and then, because that's what it's for. It's for conversing with people, just sitting. It's a communal bath, so to speak. And you sit there. Of course, everyone's wearing their bathing suit. Um, they have complimentary shoes, water shoes. You know, not the rubber kind, the kind that sort of kinda look like Crocs, open-toed Crocs, but they're not. Um, and you can pay for a short robe with the bathhouse logo on it. That's the one that we had. That's the one that I have in the video that I will post. And or you can opt for a longer robe. They have a lot of stuff. It was so much that they have. They have a little area where you can go and buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you want, because they are open to midnight. They're open from like 9 a.m. to midnight every single day. And it was when we went at 9 a.m. It was a nice crowd, but as time progressed, it started getting more crowded. And I'm like, wow, you know, it was just really, really amazing. So, anyway, so we got into the hot pool first. We stayed in there for a while. We stayed in there for maybe about 25 minutes. And we got out of there. Then we went into the neutral pool. The neutral pool felt good. It was one of those pools where you get in and you're like, it's supposed to be hotter, but it's not. But we'll stay in anyway because it's comfortable. That's what it felt like. That pool was a little bigger, so of course more people were in that one. And then we got out of there. We went into the sauna and relaxed, and you know, in the sauna, they tell you every place, every pool, every sauna, and the steam room, they have information about how hot it is, how long you're supposed to be in it, what's the capacity of people that are supposed to be in it, and so have you. And we got into the sauna. We stayed in there for like 30 minutes. And then we went to grab upstairs to grab something to eat. And then I told my wife and my daughter, listen, let's go, let's grab something to eat so that way we'll cool off and then we'll get into the cold pool, right? Man, listen. We did that. We went, we grabbed pastries. We just wanted pastries because we were going to take our daughter out to eat anyway. So we didn't want to get full off of the food there. So we just had small pastries and some water. Oh, you have to bring a water bottle. They do have water fountains there. Bring a water bottle. You're going to need it. Um, we came back downstairs and I was like, all right, we're going to get in the cold pool. So my daughter, while we were in the hot pool, my daughter got out and went to the cold pool. And then she came back. She was like, nope, it's too cold. It's too cold. So after we came back downstairs from eating, um, my wife was said she was going to get into the cold pool. So I dipped my hand in the water to see how cold it was. Bruh, listen. I was like, why would they do this? Like, and I do know that there are people who take like cold showers in the morning because that is very healthy. It wakes your body up, to start your day. And I remember when I was playing sports in college, after practice, I will always have to take an ice bath because I did have injuries, especially like in my ankles, sometimes in my shoulder or my elbow. So I would have to take ice baths. And I remember how cold that was, but I did get used to it because I would have to do it after every practice, which was every day. So if you continue to do it, then it's nothing. You can do it. But we talking about 54 degrees in a pool of water, 54 degrees. And I put my hand in there and what? So I was like, no, I told my wife, nope, I'm a punk out. I'm punking out. It's cold. I'm not going to do that. So my wife was like, all right. And my wife steps in. She goes in step by step. So there's 4 steps going down, and each one takes you down further into the water. So she went down and went all the way down. There was a man in there, and he was sitting. Like he was doing a squat, and he was like holding his hands like this and just sitting in the water up to his neck. And my wife got in. She went in like maybe waist deep, chest deep. She went in like chest deep. And she stayed in there a good amount of time. And she's like, yeah, my legs are starting to hurt. I'm coming out. So she came out and she was like, all right, your turn. And I was like, I'm punking out. Like, this is wow. But eventually I did get in. So I went in step by step, but it took me a really good minute because that first step barely covered my ankle, and the shock that went through my body from the cold of that water was crazy. And slowly but surely, I went down to the step that was before the last step, and that came up to my thighs. I was complaining the entire time, and everyone was trying to egg me on, like, go in, you can do it. I have confidence in you. And I was like, I don't. Like, no. I was like, why would y'all do this? Like, what is the, no. But it was refreshing, even though it was freezing. But it was an experience. And I told myself that I will conquer that whole cold thing and just eventually just walk in and do what the other people were doing, just squat down and get neck deep and just sit there. But for Sunday, I went into my thighs. So I was like, all right, I'm coming out. So I came out that pool and I was like, you know what? I couldn't feel my legs. That's how cold it was. I couldn't feel my legs. So I figured, since I can't feel my legs anyway, let's go to the 32-degree pool. So I did. And I went in and just walked right in and felt nothing because my legs were already numb, like numb from the cold of the other cold pool. So I just walked right on in and got to my thighs like I did in the other pool. And that pool was excruciatingly cold. 32 degrees, yeah, cold. So I didn't feel anything from my thighs down. So I tried to like squat down, and that water touched my backside. And I was like, yep, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. So I came out of there. And I was like, all right, let's go in the steam room. We went in the steam room. I love the steam room. I have always loved the steam room. When I used to be a personal trainer and fitness instructor, the gym that I used to work for, New York Sports Club, we had saunas and steam rooms. And after every workout that I would do, whether I was teaching, training, or training myself, I would, before I took a shower, I would just sit in the steam room and relax and breathe because it really helped my lungs. So we went in the steam room, loved it, came out, and then we went back into the hot pool and sat there for a moment. And then, we went and we took showers and got dressed, and then we left. So we stayed there from like 9 to maybe 1:30, quarter to 2. So we were there for a good amount of time. And like I said, we had a day pass. You can stay all day if you choose to. But the experience was just so amazing, and to see my daughter enjoy herself like that. And not only that, but to live in her authenticity of being the trans woman that she is. When we were directed to the locker rooms, I was wondering to myself, which one is my daughter going into? Because she was wearing a skirt. She was wearing a shirt, a skirt, and some sneakers. And, we were telling everyone it was her 20th birthday, and they were like, happy birthday, beautiful. Hope you have a good day. And I was like, I hope she goes into the women's locker room with my wife so that she can just experience being the woman that she is and experience the feminine side of who she is. And she did. She went into the women's locker room, and I was just so happy. And then she came out with like a bra top and just some random swim shorts. And we had a great time. She loved every minute of it, every single minute of it. And we were just so happy she was happy. She was smiling the whole time, which, is hard to get her to do because she doesn't like to smile. And a lot of times she just stays in her room. She doesn't really like to bother with too many people. But to get her out and to say, and to hear her say, this is so nice. I love this. I enjoy this. I am more relaxed than I've ever been. It was just a blessing to hear. And it was so great to see her just enjoying being who she is, enjoying her life, enjoying her birthday with her parents. And we were ecstatic. She smiled, we smiled, and we left there. She wanted to eat at IHOP. So we were like, all right, cool. We'll walk down to IHOP. It was a nice day. We walked down, had a great time, had a great meal. We came back, and she was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. She's like, my wife is like, yeah, I'm tired. I was tired too. Like, that's how relaxing that place was. We were all exhausted because it's relaxing your mind, it's relaxing your body, it's relaxing your muscles. Whether you got into the hot pool, the neutral pool, cold pool, sauna, steam room, it didn't matter. It was just so relaxing. So, yeah, if anyone who lives in New York want to have that type of experience, yo, go to Bath House. It's on 22nd Street, 14 West 22nd Street, and it is amazing. Look it up on the internet. You have to make reservations. It's easier that way. And they're open every day, I believe 9 a.m. to midnight. So, or 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. or 11 p.m., something like that. But it is one of those experiences that you have to have at least once. And I promised my family, listen, we're going back again. Like, we're gonna make that a monthly thing for us because it's just so relaxing. Um, and it's worth the cost. It really is. So I told them after my shoulder heals, because I'm having shoulder surgery next week. So next week, y'all, next Tuesday, I'm having shoulder surgery. So I probably won't do a live. It may just be a video for Transparent Tuesday. If I do a live, it's going to be later in the day when I'm home, if I'm up to it. But I will be having my shoulder surgery next Tuesday morning. And I'll check in and let you all know how I'm doing with that. But I told my wife and my daughter, once I'm completely healed and able to like get in water, once I'm in physical therapy for this, we will be going back to the bathhouse, because the water it actually did help my shoulder in the hot pool. And like I said earlier, we didn't get into the salt pool. We didn't see it. So next time we go, we're going to get in that salt pool, and I guarantee it's going to make the shoulder feel a lot better. But yes, yes, our daughter turned 20, so we no longer have a teenager. No longer have a teenager. And yes, I do have a trans daughter. I am a trans dad, married to a queer cis woman, um, and we have a trans daughter. So I am very, very, very blessed and fortunate. And yes, I did give birth to my trans daughter. Yes, I did. At the age of 33, way before my transition. Um, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I had that experience. So, I'm not negating my femininity, because my femininity is masculine and my masculinity is feminine. I bring both sides together so that there's a balance with me. I don't claim to be super macho, and that's too much. I cannot get away from the feminine side that is a part of me. And I don't think any trans man should. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us unicorns. That's what makes us us. We've had the privilege to live both sides and to have them connect, and to live our lives is amazing. At least for me. I'm not gonna speak for anyone else. For me, it is amazing. So yeah, um, that is my Transparent Tuesday, y'all. Yes, my daughter is 20 years old. Her birthday was April 14th. And yes, she is trans, just like her dad. So, um, and someone asked me, they were like, "Do you think that runs in the family?" I guess in this family it does. Maybe it does. But I don't see anything as coincidence. It's just something that was. That's what was in our lives. That's how she felt herself to be, just like this is how I feel myself to be. This is how we are. This is who we are, and we are loving our transition journey. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Um, I'll be back next week. Like I said, I have surgery next Tuesday, so more than likely my Transparent Tuesday will be a video. But I probably will check in on doing a live just to let you all know how I'm doing post surgery with my shoulder. And I'm still prepping for my phalloplasty this summer, y'all. So stay tuned for more updates with that. Yeah, I go see my surgeon in a month. I go see my surgeon May 15th, and he will let me know what's going on with my back and if it's ready for surgery, and we will see. But for now, I'm living in the moment, and I'm just very happy and proud of my daughter for being her authentic self and for hitting this milestone of going into not only a new year, but a new decade. So, Taryn, I love you. All right, y'all. That's it. That's my live. I'm going to eat. I'm going to do some work, and I will catch you all later. Be good. And if you can't be good, then be good at it. AJ out, y'all.